Hey, what is up, guys? John here again. I was about to say my gamer tag name because I'm used to that. But hey, it's John from PPG. We're doing another video. This time, I always do this, always cook the mic. But anyway, this time we're doing set 9. This deck is crazy amounts of good. I'll tell you, I'm like legit. If you notice, my hair's a little bit wet. I just had to have a shower because this deck is so dirty. That was a horrible joke. I'm sorry, but yeah. Set 9 is almost here. The only new cards that haven't been revealed are the 3 secret rares from the set, and obviously the SPR variants of cards. That doesn't really matter. SPR variants doesn't matter for gameplay wise, but SCRs might impact. Well, SCRs usually are really good, but this deck you're looking at is so stupid amounts of good. Now, let's get into it real quick. So finally, the one thing I was waiting for the most, the thing I was hyped for the most when they announced this set was the reboot leaders. This Gohan leader, and yes, this has DBS in the background. I photoshopped it. I know it's on the thing. Yeah, I think I told this too far up, but I know on DBS decks that this boy Gohan, the thing isn't on DBS decks yet. I just photoshopped it so you see the leader I'm talking about. This is the leader I was hyped for the most. This is one of my favorite leaders from set 2. I used to play this leader, the OG one, a fair bit. And obviously it's just kind of gimmicky, but this deck is so actually disgusting amounts of good. I had a game where I won turn 2 when my opponent had 1 NG. I went first and I won turn 2. The game lasted 3 turns while I was testing this, and it was a public holiday today in Australia, so I was able to play a ton. But like, wow. So this, I'm very excited for this deck. So I honestly think, like, testing, because I've done a fair bit of testing set 9, I think this is potentially one of the best decks that you will see next set. This leader is so stupid good, and from my testing, it is just broken, and this deck is just really good too. So let's get into the deck now. So what the leader does, this is one of the reboot leaders. When this Gohan attacks, you choose 1 or 2 cards in your life and add it to your hand and switch this card back to active mode. This is super important. This essentially makes our leader become a triple attacker on the turn you awaken. And the plus 2 cards, which is really good. Then the awaken is that when you're at 3 life or less, you untap 1 energy and flip this and draw 2 cards and flip this bad boy over. Now, on the front side, when he attacks, draw a card. He's got an active battle, which is an active main, which is It's just alright. So the active battle, once per turn, during your turn only, you can use this effect. You create 1 of your life, so you take 1 of your life, place in the drop area. Then he gains 10,000 power for the duration and triple strike for the duration of the turn. You can swing with your leader, put it back into active mode with its auto, flip this card over, then active battle to gain triple strike, and you still can attack with your leader with triple strikers for the turn. Wow, that's stupid already. That's so good. And the other effect is that you can switch this card back to active mode, but at the end of the turn you just lose. It's just so cool, because this is one of the few leaders in the game that we have that is fundamentally like the show. Like, this is like, Gohan had to put everything he had into his attack versus Cell, and if he lost, if he didn't do it, he would just lose. The whole plan would be destroyed. So I love how they've been able, you literally recreate that moment. Like, the old leader did a pretty good job of recreating that moment, but now they've just put that moment on steroids. Like, it's actually just crazy good. So, with this, on the turn you awaken, if you do how I said you swing with your leader on the unawakened side, put it in active mode, awaken, then swing another 2 times, your leader, without interacting, without using any other cards, your leader is a triple strike, 25k triple attacker. That draws you 2, if you take 2 cards from your life. If you're at 5, you go to 3. 2 cards, go to active mode, so that's 2. You awaken, that's another 2. Then each time you swing, you get to draw a card. So this leader, on the same turn that you're doing that, it draws you 6 cards. That is ridiculous amounts of good. Like, holy shit. Sorry for my language, PPG people, but like, I don't know how long I've been talking for, but that alone is crazy. I'm going to quickly speed run through the deck, because honestly, this deck is just ratios. There's only 4 real cards that matter in this deck. Those 4 cards are Senzubin, Toa, Feet Kamehameha, and Paraga Super Combos. The rest of the cards are just filler. And I guess Focus Breakthrough is pretty important as well, because this deck is unaffected by Flying Nimbus. The only real thing that hurts this deck is Topo, which is what Focus Breakthrough is for. Quickly run through the deck. I want to speed run this, because, just going through it quickly is nice. Furthering Destruction Chumper, just an easy way, if there are opponents at 2 life or whatever, is an easy way to gimp them, that's fine. For example, you might have a situation where you're on 1 life and it's your turn, you swing, you can't use your leader skill to gain triple strike, so you just gain double strike instead. That hasn't come up yet, but it's there for being there. Awakening Talon Pan, So if your opponent doesn't interact with you at all, this just lets you enable a turn 3 pop-off play, or turn 2 pop-off play. So if you're going second, your opponent charges, you swing, you take 2 life, you're on 6. Then it goes to your opponent's turn. Like, you charge a dual color, it goes to your opponent's turn. Comes back to you, you play this. They don't do anything, let's just say, for example. You swing with your Pan or the Gohan, they literally serve the same thing. It's to get you from 6 to 5, and then your leader will awaken you. So you can do the pop-off play turn 2. Turn 2, by the way. Turn 2, 25k, triple attack, triple strike, leader card. Can't arrival kill him. Surge leaders do nothing against this boy. Like, I'm happy I got to test this leader up today. Because it is, it's stupid. Senzu Bean, so our leader gains us 10k, yeah? Senzu Bean, if you use 2 Senzu Beans in turn, your leader is base 35k. If you combine that with Toa, your leader is base 40k. Like, I know, this deck's stupid, this deck's so good. Android 17, it's just our check land, that's whatever, it's fine. This card, Android 16, is so good. I won a game with 0 energy because I just spammed this guy out. So what this bad boy does, you choose one of your energy and send that dual color energy, send it to the drop area, you play this guy from your hand for free. It's literally just another 15k body on board, and it also lets us, it's another target to sacrifice for Belmod, which I'll get into in a little bit, but that's what that's for. Next card is Android 18. This is just more of a filler card. It doesn't really matter too much, but it's more of just another blue-green card to charge, and it's also an arrival target. This card's just been going in the energy. You can probably replace this with some of the other arrival cards, maybe the Goku Gohan card from the draft box, but this card is just here for now. It's fine. Next, Feet Kamehameha. This is stupid. So this card only works if your leader is a green Son Goku. When we've awakened, you see that man in the background? You see him up there? That's Son Goku, who is green, by the way. So our leader is, with triple strike, critical 40k into lead. Like, come on. It's so dumb. I've had games where one of the few games I've tested, I probably played about 10 games with this deck, and I haven't lost with this deck yet. I swing into my opponent's lead. I will, on the first one, I'll do this, because you don't have as much resources to stop this attack when you're like on 1 or 2 energy, and it's 40k triple strike, and your leader's probably a 10k. You're taking these 3 cards and putting them in your drop area, and then you have to worry about 2 more attacks. So this card is pretty good, and as well as that, it's a 15k combo, so this card's better to combo than any of the other 10ks, which is like pretty... Like, the deck is just degenerate. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. This is probably gonna be... You need to test... Just test this build. It's so good. Next, we have Focus Breakthrough. This card is legit to stop Topo. It's the only card in the deck that's kind of that can kind of be frustrating for this deck, other than like... Because let's be real, like, your opponent gets the attack, whatever, but we're playing this game on the first 1-2 turns. We're only roll-rolling. You can literally pop off with 0 energy in this deck, because you can sacrifice it all. A lot of the cards are 10k. Your leader's just so strong. Like, it's just, yeah, it's crazy. So the only real thing that's annoying is when Topo forces us to drop 2. So we have Focus Breakthrough for that. We're at 4 life. So, and we have the life for it, because when we're doing our thing, when we're awakening, we're at 3 life. We're using 1 life to gain triple strike. So then we're on 2 life, and this is the one time we need to just stop the Topo completely. And our opponent would not have any other energy for other Topos and that, so... Win-win, mate. Win-win, boys. 4 of the Krillin. Krillin is more of just a 1-drop card, a draw card. Cool thing is that we have... in the sideboard, I would put Final Showdown Son Goku here, because when we awaken, we are a green Son Goku leader, so this Krillin is live to be a 4-drop for Final Showdown Son Go. For Final Showdown Goku to kill whatever. This is kind of a thing... It hasn't come up ever. Playing Krillin to draw a card is fine, but that interaction will probably come up, and that's why it's in the deck. For Gohan, same reason as Pan. Paragus, best super combo for green. Draw 2, warp 1 with a few 10ks, that's fine. I'm happy these 2 cards are next to each other. Belmod and Frieza. Belmod is really good, and it enables Frieza. What Belmod does is that you choose 3 of your battle cards, and it's not leader lock, by the way. You choose 3 of your battle cards. In this case, it'll probably be our Toa. It's a 1 battle card. It's not color locked there. It's just 3 battle cards, so Toa, our Gohan, and then Android 16 if we have them in play, or a Krillin if we have them in play, or a Pan if we have them in play. You play him for free, and you kill any card your opponent has. And when you kill any one of your opponent's cards, fun fact, Frieza gets played when you KO one of your opponent's battle cards. So, let's just go now. We play our Gohan for 1 green energy. We play Android 16 for killing 1 of energy. So, technically that's free. Toas are free overall. So now that's 3 attacks there. We sacrifice them, we kill something to play Belmont. That's 4 attacks for free. And Belmont's like, hey, Frieza, my man, get out there, mate. So we just got 5 free attacks for 1 energy. And the cool thing is that Belmont, you can sacrifice other cards as well. So you can sacrifice a Krillin if you want. And I think the big thing is that it does KO something. And we'll just... I need to give a quick shout out to my boy, Jaden Thigh. My boy. We theory crafted this deck. I don't know what I've been doing. I'm trying to cosplay as, like, Chile or whatever. But, like, we were talking about just... This deck, we were talking about it because we saw each other in person. We are just talking about this deck from the moment we got announced because we both love Gohan. And this card was just something that I saw, and it's like, this can actually work. It's just, we wanted to see how many free cards we can play. And this card is actually so good. This card will be very splashable because, like, it's literally, you kill 3 cards and you play it for free. Like, not even leader locked is the thing that's crazy. Like, I don't want to be called a liar. I'm actually going to double check this because I'm 1 billion% sure that this boy is not leader locked, but I'd rather not be a liar. So I'm going to check this. So here we go, 100% confirming that this is what it does as well. And while I'm on the topic of this, the only 2 cards from this set are, what do you want to call it? Yeah, the only 2 cards from this set are the leader and these Belmods, and they're not very, not very expensive yet. And I'm looking at it here, and it's not leader locked. So I'm confirming I'm not a liar. People can't hold me out on that. But yeah, this deck is just free, just obliteration. Next, we have the Toa. Opponent discards a card. Who cares? It doesn't matter how many cards they have in the hand. Our leader gains 5k. That's for all 3 of our attacks, by the way. Not the bit good choice. And then Mirror. Mirror is for the situations where we have to deliberately attack our opponent from 4 to 1. We just play Mirror. What are they going to do? Combo with Mirror? No. Just no. This deck is stupid amounts of good. I understand that this stuff got revealed before this was announced. In my mind, the best leader to come out of this set was Cooler. In my mind, yeah? Now that this has been revealed, this is the best by far. The reason why this is stupid good is obviously this is a turn 2 deck that will kill you on turn 2 majority of the time. Just keep that in mind for a second. Turn 2, ton of damage. I know there's going to be other builds. I actually flicked on DBS decks and I thought all the other builds were pretty average, honestly. Like looking at it, because not many decks before. I'll say Vegeta from set 1 is one of the few decks where it's a leader focused deck. Every battle card in this deck is to support our leader. Our leader does not support our battle cards. The deck revolves so hard on the leader, and the fact that the leader can pop off so hard is just crazy amounts of good. You want to be just playing around your leader. Battle cards don't matter as much in this. Like, we have a lot of stuff for free. We're trying to kill our opponent on turn 2, 2, 3, and the deck does it really well. I know this deck. Looking at it, you see some cards here. It seems pretty troll, but this deck is actually probably the best deck coming out of set 9. Like, this leader is stupid, man. As a leader card alone, let's just pretend now all your entire deck were vanilla cards, yeah? That doesn't change the fact that your leader is still can attack 3 times, has inbuilt self-awaken, has probably one of the best awaken skills in the game, being untap 2, untap 1 and draw 2. And it attacks 3 times and is triple strike 25k without combo. Like, you build your deck to support this leader. This is the best leader from set 9. You can at me. I will reply to the comments on this one. I don't reply to comments, but if you comment, I'll reply on my True Parashot account. But this deck is so good. Recommend testing it. I think this deck has equivalent amount of BS as Storm. Yes, this deck doesn't run Bad Ring, but when your opponent's playing 1 energy and they're dead, it doesn't really matter. That's all for today, guys. Have fun making everyone depressed, because I will. This deck is broken. Thank you guys for watching. This is John signing out from PPG. The fanboy. I just gushed this video, by the way. This is just me, just like, oh, this deck's so good, like that. So that's me, guys. That's all here. Budget best deck by far. Goodbye, everyone. This is your boy John signing out. Peace.